Hello and welcome, and let's play some Magic. My name's Elsewhere, I love Magic, let's play Magic. We're going to play some Historic Brawl. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to keep this hand. I am playing Nicol Bolas the Ravager here in Historic Brawl, the Commander version of Arena. We are up against a Boros Rim Careless deck. We will play a Temple of Epiphany to, I guess, not match that thing. Ooh, that's so much mana. That's so much mana. We don't really need that much mana, though, so I think we're going to put it on the bottom. Bye, Hedron Archive. But yes, when I do my Historic Brawl videos, I like to jump right into it with a game. We like to immediately start playing a game of Magic. I think one of the fun things about Commander, when you walk up to a table and see people playing it, is that you don't know all the cards that are in the deck. You don't know exactly what they're playing. Alright, so we're going to play Swamp so that we can play Ornithopter of Paradise. I love this card. I love this card so much. I love Ornithopter. I love Birds of Paradise. Great job, whoever decided to mash these two together and give us this really fun art. Looks like someone made a sculpture of Ornithopter. Alright, so what does their commander do? Alright, it's got haste. If a spell would deal damage to you or opponent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or permanent, what? It deals one more damage. Alright, so we can block here, right? This is not a spell. Alright, so we did. We blocked there. We have 3 mana to work with, which... Uh-oh. Well, we're ramping up. We're going to have a lot of mana in these coming turns, so we're going to be able to... Hopefully they play some more 3-drops, so we just get to Shadow's Verdict them. Play 2 2-drops. 2 2-drops. Alright, there's 1 damage. Oh, that's double damage. That's shock now. Alright, that's a bummer. And that is a 3-drop. We didn't draw land anymore, though. We've got trouble right here in Nicol Bolas the Ravager City. We're going to play Solemn, because this guarantees our land drop. We'll block something next turn. Get to draw another card, take the action. Hopefully our board wipe next... Hopefully we're not dead next turn, being turn 5. Oh, I didn't even look to see. I think we need black. Our deck is mostly black. We don't have double black yet on the board, so that'll do it. If you're new to the channel, welcome and hi. I'm Elsewhere. We play a lot of Historic Brawl and a lot of Best of 3 Historic. We're going to block here. What does this thing do? Deals combat damage to a player. You may return target creature card. So that doesn't do anything because they don't have any creature cards in their graveyard. I mean, they're going to have this one now, but that shouldn't work, right? Does that work? All right, that works. Hey, look, more creatures for our Soul Shatter. Where's Soul Shatter? Bye, friends. Are they going to have a Exile or like Teferi's Protection? Teferi's Protection would be really good for them here. That would be brutal. Historic Brawl, for those not familiar, it's the Commander version of Magic Arena. It's going to be 100 card singleton. All the cards in your deck have to match your Commander. So we're playing Grixis. They're playing Boros. Alright, we got there. We're going to attack. This thing has flying, right? Yeah, flying haste. This thing seems pretty powerful. Get this up on the board. 2/3 flying haste for 3. Spell would deal damage to them. You get to prevent one of it. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, deals 1 more damage. Man, we're drawing pretty good. Not gonna lie. So, I would like their commander to go away again. Bye. Rim Careless. Get out of here, Rim Careless. We've all seen enough of you. Get that attack in. Pass the turn. We are... let's see. So other differences between Commander, obviously it's 1v1 instead of pods of 4. Makes things like... they got Chandra. Bye, Chandra. Makes a lot of things like Planeswalkers much better. Ooh. Well, it's not good enough to cast yet. I think we're going to play Loth first. We've got Planeswalker Friends. Planeswalker Friends are just going to keep on coming. We'll make some 2/1s. We're going to attack for 2 again. We're at 13, but that thing has flying. Our spiders have reach, though. Our spiders can reach up there and say hi to their goose bird thing. What is this thing riding? Pegasus Goose. Wow. Well, I will draw a card. All right, we drew a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, they're down to 1 card in hand, but wow, yeah, that was a brutal turn. Ooh. Unfortunately, when it gets exiled, it does just doesn't work how I would want it to work. Well, I think we have to kill their commander again. I think we can't risk them. Well, I guess no. We're going to play Bolas and make them discard a card. We'll play Bolas, make them discard a card, unless they're going to cast it. If they've got some sort of burn spell here. They had Seasoned Pyromancer. Is that what that is? Yep, Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll pass the turn. We will attempt to pass the turn. I'm not sure why it's not clicking this pass turn button. Looks like it got it that time. Yeah, now it says resume turn. Mentor. Resolve. That's fine. They get Mentor. So 1v1, 25 life total instead of 40. I think that's enough to play Shieldred, right? That's going to make them sack a creature during their upkeep. Bam! Shieldred, the Whispering One. Swamp Walk. Oh, they get to bring back the 2 1/1s at instant speed. Draw some cards, potentially. Do they have enough land to do all these things? But that's their mana for the turn, right? So yeah, but now they get to sack those. I was not thinking about that. And they get to draw extra cards. Land for turn. And they do have another 1-drop. Alright, it's just a 2/1. We get to return Solemn. We get to take the action. We get to put another swamp into play. Well, now I would really like to get a Planeswalker down. Or do I want to get... I think I'm going to hardcast this Shark Typhoon. Are we in any danger of being dead? Hardcast. Yeah. Who loves a hardcast Shark Typhoon? Me. And we're just going to go ahead and kill one of their... We're going to go ahead and kill this thing. It'll make us a shark to block with. No attack. So now we have a shark to do some blocking with. They have to sacrifice their other little elemental friend. And they could pay 5 mana every turn to use Castle to make a token to sack. That's fine. If this says they tap 5 mana every turn, great. That would be great. But Planeswalkers, notably much better in a 1v1 commander setting. Aggro decks, notably much better in a 1v1 commander setting. But we like doing big, fun, silly things. This is a channel where we are going to do big, fun, silly things a lot. In Standard, in Historic, and here in Historic Brawl. Now I want to cast Ashiok. Ashiok is going to make a 5/5 shark as it enters the battlefield. And then it will also make a 2/3. Ooh, Ashiok's got like a creepy voice. Creepy voice Ashiok. I don't really want to do this board wipe. I guess I'm going to attack with Solemn. Because I don't care if Solemn dies, because it just keeps coming back with Shieldred. We're going to hang on to the Sweltering Suns just in case things get too scary. They have to keep sacking a creature every turn. Are they going to make a token with Castle? There's a pause here, which makes me feel like they're making... Alright, nope, there's sacking Dragon Rage Chandler. What does this thing do? Deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Yep. So next turn might be the time for Time Warp. Next turn we might be Time Warping. Oh, they're hitting Bolas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll take the action. We'll put Bolas back in our command zone. And it's okay. Bolas is gone, but we have Shark Typhoon. There's a Sharknado of epic proportions. I guess not of epic proportions. Of beginning proportions. We had a little warning Sharknado at the beginning of the movie. 5/5 at the middle of the movie. But we're going to have bigger Sharknados coming up. Big Sharknados. They're going to be big and scary. It's going to be our turn now. We are going to make another 2/3. I'm going to attack with the 2/3 and with Solemn. I guess I should have attacked at the 5/5 maybe as well, since we're going to be time warping. Get a couple of cards. See what they do. Alright, they're going to get rid of some of our guys. That's fine. Do they want to discard a card to get rid of? They do want to discard a card. Taps it, makes it indestructible. So, bam, bam. We lose Solemn. That's fine. We're going to bring Solemn back. We get to draw a card. Ooh, we drew a land. That is what we wanted to see. So we're going to play the land. We're going to play Time Warp. Time Warp. Let's do the Time Warp again. Let's do the Time Warp again. Bam. And we're also going to cast... Oh, we don't have enough mana to cast. Oh, they've seen enough. We're going to ultimate Ashiok. We're going to get to cast spells that we've exiled. They've seen enough. We did it. We did it. Planeswalker friends for the win. Planeswalkers and Time Warps. Planeswalkers and Time Warps. Very powerful combination in a 1v1. We went a little bigger than them. They did hit us early game, but we went a little bigger. Get some rewards. Let's go take a look at the deck before we play a whole bunch of more games. But yeah, I really like to... I'm trying this with these videos. Let me know in the comments if you like this or not, if you prefer me to start with the deck tech, or if you prefer me to just jump in to a game. I think one of the really fun parts about Commander, like walking up to people in a table playing Commander when you watch, is not knowing exactly what's going to happen, not knowing the exact 100 cards that they're both playing, so you get to see some of the craziness and just get to, just kind of be caught up in the moment of like, holy cow, look at that crazy thing that happened. But now that we've played a game, we had some crazy things happen, Ashiok and Time Warps and Boluses. Here is the deck. Notably on our 1-drops, we've got Blood Chief Source, which we saw. We've got Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual is legal in Historic Brawl. This can ramp us into so many things. Just early Lilianas, early Ugins, just all these big, cool early things. Early Planeswalkers. Lots of removal, lots at the 2s and 3-drops, lots of ramp. Lots of Arcane Signet, Coldstone, Mindstone, Ornithopter of Paradise, Chromatic Lantern. Obviously, we've got 3 colors. Sometimes Lantern is very important. So lots of removal, lots of mana ramp, and then lots of 5, 6, 7, and 8 drops. A lot of times with these decks on my channel, you'll see a lot of 2-drops and 3-drops like kind of being the main cards in the deck. On this one, you see that our largest pile is the 6, 7s, and 8s, and then 4s. So we're very mana intensive. And obviously Bolas, the Ravager, our commander, 4/4 flying Ravenous Rat, going to make them discard a card every time it enters the battlefield. Pay 7 to flip him into one of the most powerful planeswalkers ever printed. Nicol Bolas, the Arisen. Going to draw 2 cards. Going to deal 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Going to reanimate. Going to reanimate a creature or planeswalker from any battlefield. Incredibly powerful effect. And then -12, exile all but the bottom card of target player's library. We're going to see if we can do that. That would be really fun to get on stream. But let's go ahead and let's play some more games. Let's do some more games. But yeah, let me know. My name's Elsewhere. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're a returning channel, thank you so much, and thank you for coming back. If you enjoy my content, please hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons on YouTube. Little baby YouTuber. That would help me help the algorithm a lot. And if you enjoy this, how I start these videos off for Historic Brawl, if you enjoy just jumping right into a game and getting to see a game without seeing the deck list, let me know that in the comments as well. Or if you think I should start with the deck list and then play games, a more kind of traditional way of doing things. But I think I'm liking just the jumping into it and seeing how a game goes. But let's see what we got. We're up against Domri Rod. We have a video where we play Domri Rod up on our channel. So they're going to be a little aggro deck. Their Domri Rod, their commander is going to give them a lot of mana fixing and make spells not be able to be countered, and it's going to be able to fight. So their commander is mana fixing and a fight spell. I think I'm going to keep this because we have turn 3 Sweltering Sun. They're going to be playing Llanowar elves and things of that nature, I suspect. Lots of little things. So turn 3 Sweltering Suns, even though it's not mana ramp, we'll keep that. Maybe we should have put that back because we only have 1 black. But as soon as we draw double black, we get to play that, and that would be good. We already know what we're doing on turn 3. Because, alright, they've got a 1-drop. Hopefully they're going to play Creature. There's certainly a chance that they just play another creature here and then Domri on 3. So Sweltering Suns might only hit 2 creatures. but that might be enough. Show me Paradise Druid. Show me something of that nature. So this little guy, notably a new energy card that has Perpetual, and that's only on Magic Arena. So he's 1/1 for 1. When he enters the battlefield or attacks, you get an energy, pay 2 energy, he gets +1/+0 perpetually, and you choose a card in your hand that gets +1/+0 perpetually. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards and see if we can get another creature out of this Sweltering Sun. I kind of doubt it. I kind of bet they'll just slam Domri, but it'd be great if we got another creature. And honestly, if they slam Domri, there's nothing. The Sweltering Sun wasn't going to kill Domri anyway, so the plan isn't too different. Or this might be Domri into 1-drop. If they play Domri 1-drop, then we are hitting another creature, so that would be great. We are taking a little bit of a hit here. Nope, no 1-drop. Unless it's coming later. I suppose it could be coming later. Alright, they're going to make a mana. They're going to play a creature. Nope, just pass. Well, now we're going to Sweltering Sun. We will deal 3 damage to everything. We'll clear their board. So we get 2 cards for our 1. Well, I guess we get a card and a half since that was off of Ranger class. But yeah, that's okay. We both have a handful of stuff. We're at 15 instead of 25, but I think we're okay. They've got 5 mana. We do have removal spells. We might, alright, that's interesting. Not super worried about that. Is it going to be Bolas time? Make them discard a card? If they play another card here. So what's this do? This is going to get pumped up. This used to be a rare back when I started playing. This is like from Plane Chase or Plane Shift. The set in between Evasion and Apocalypse. I believe this was in that, and it was a rare. And now it's just a little uncommon. How about those spoilers? If you like Crimson Dawn spoilers, or Crimson Val spoilers, talk about in the comment section. Let me know if there's a specific card you want me to build a historic Brawl deck around, or a standard or historic deck. Let me know, and we'll probably make that happen. But specifically, how I was just saying, this used to be a rare, now it's an uncommon. You know what else used to be a rare and is now an uncommon? Hero's Downfall. Hero's Downfall. Now a little baby uncommon. We're going to play our commander. Our commander, immediately gets value because it makes them discard a card. So that's great. They can play 2 red spells, right? Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red. So 2 red spells would get this up to 4/3, and then they could fight if they wanted to kill my Bolas. Well, they discarded a land, and they played a land. And they're making a land. So they have 6. There's a lot of scary creatures in this game. And there's a lot of scary creatures that could be in their deck for 6 mana. Shatterskull Smashing. Alright, instead of a big scary creature, they're just keeping our board down. We're going to put it back in the command zone. We will take action. If we draw another land, we're probably just going to play it again. Now their creature is within fight range of ours. So that's a little scary. Ooh, we drew a tapped land. Well, I think now I wish we could double spell, but we can't double spell. Not being able to double spell wants me to use Eat to Extinction, because we'll be able to use Murderous Rider for double spelling later. And we get to look at the top card of our library, so yeah, I think we're going to... I guess if we're going to Eat to Extinction, we might want to wait. Yeah, we'll wait to Eat to Extinction since it's an instant, in case they play more spells, or if they play like a Questing Beast. They could definitely play something scarier than Quirion Dryad. So we want to have our big cool removal spell for something scarier than Dryad, although it looks like they're just going to attack. They didn't attack. What did they do? Tapped 3. Did they level this up? I'm very confused. They might have misskipped? Well, we're going to take out Dryad. And then on our turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going to have 6 mana, which I guess is Bolas again? We will leave that on top. Never mind. New plan. I kind of want to play Bolas, but I think it's got to be Atali. They have to answer this Atali, or we're going to start stealing cards. So their turn has to Atali, really cool commander card, really cool historic brawl card. I mean, kind of want to build a historic brawl red where Atali is our commander. So whenever it attacks, you're going to exile the top card of each player's library, and then you may cast any number of spells from among those without paying their mana cost. Are they going to burn me out? Are they going to... Bone Crusher Giant gets us for 2. We're down to 10. We don't have a ton of ways to gain life. Is this whenever it attacks? So yes, that means we can attack Domri, notably. Keep it smaller. They've drawn a lot of lands. They've discarded lands. They've used Shatter Skull Smashing. They're not missing their land drops. Yeah, they've drawn a lot of lands, and we have a handful of gas. We have a handful of we are going to do cool stuff. If they only play one spell, then we're going to play Bolas to make them discard their last card in hand. All right, they're adding mana, though, so they've got 7 mana. 7 mana in this format. Could be Nyxbloom Ancient. Could be, Vorinclex. There's all sorts of scary things this could be. Or it could just be leveling up Ranger class. Level up Ranger class, notably, now they can play stuff off the top of their deck. They're going to do that. They're going to play a 3-1. We've seen this vampire a couple times now. Ooh, another creature off the top of their deck. So they've hit some creatures. That's good news for them. Good news for them. But the Atali is going to get to swing. We're going to go to our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could Hedron Archive and play a 4-drop. But I think we really just want them to discard their last card in their hand. I assume it's a land since they haven't been playing. I feel like if they had a better play, they would have done it. Oh, it was a Stonecoil Serpent. I would like to attack Domri so that Domri can't fight. They could block with 1, which is probably what they're going to do. We will indeed. Atali, notably, is a cast. It is not a play. You may cast those cards, and because it is a cast, that means we cannot play lands off of it. Oh, they've seen enough. They've seen enough. They could have probably saved themselves with Ranger class. They could have blocked here with 1 creature. If they had a really lucky go of it with Ranger class, like maybe they would have got back into it, but, their choice not to. So let's take a look. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's go ahead and jump in to another game of Magic. Claim prize. Play. Come on. Play. Go. Go, Magic Arena. Go. Go, Magic Arena. My name's Elsewhere. I play Magic. I burst into little songs. That's just a thing that happens. We thought about trying to not do that on these videos and streams, but it's going to happen. If I'm going to talk for an hour, I'm definitely going to sing a little song every once in a while. All right, we've got an opponent. Let's see what our opponent is. Ooh, our opponent is Mono Blue Flicker. Mono Blue Thicker on Thassa. We've got 2 land in a mana ramp. We're going to keep. We'll take a look at their Thassa. So 6/5, indestructible. As long as its devotion is less than 5 to blue, it's not a creature. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under your control, and pay 4 to tap another creature. So they can tap our stuff. They get to flicker, so they're going to be having a lot of enter the battlefield effects. We're going to start on Island, since that's our basic. The biggest hardship of this hand is no basic swamps, no black mana, but we do have Ornithopter of Paradise. So now we've got black-red. Ornithopter of Paradise will be our black mana. If something happens to Ornithopter of Paradise, we're going to be in trouble. We are definitely Parks and Rec meme. We've only known Ornithopter of Paradise for half a turn, but if anything happens to him, we will kill everyone in this room. All right, so nothing happened to Ornithopter of Paradise. That's good news. We're going to pay 2. Now we have black mana permanently, but we're also going to play Solemn, and we're going to go get a swamp. So we are ramping at a good pace. We're going to take the action. We've also got double red for this Chandra. Chandra notably says cannot be countered on it, which against a mono blue deck, that's probably going to be pretty good. Tyrite Sanctum. Target legendary creature becomes a god in addition to other types, but it will simply wants 1 counter on it. Indestructible counter on target god. Huh. So, Dragon Turtle. Flash, 3/5. So they tapped our Ornithopter of Paradise, and it doesn't untap this turn. We drew a land. We're just going to play Bolas. We will play our big Dragon Boy. Make them discard a card. Which, since they haven't played, they've only played Dragon Turtle yet. They've got a handful of stuff. They've got lots of choices. They're just discarding Basic Island. Makes sense. We're going to attack for 2. Is this going to be the game? Are we going to get to flip Bolas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're already at 6. If we draw untapped land, we're going to try to flip Bolas. Flip Bolas. Flip Bolas. All right, they've got more islands. Pretty islands. They've got pretty islands. Art from... I hate how the D&D set in the Midnight Hunt set, Midnight Hunt, looks so similar. They look so similar. I believe that's Midnight Hunt. But yeah, that's a pretty island. All right, they're thinking about it. We've had a much faster start than them, where we've got an extra land on the battlefield from Solemn. Bolas is in play, and if they've probably done the math, we're going to flip Bolas if we draw it. Oh, Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. We didn't draw land, but we drew Dark Ritual. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted, friends. Oh, I'm so tempted. Do we do it? Do we Dark Ritual for 1 mana? I think we do it. Let's do it. Dark Ritual. They've got to have so many bounce spells. Our Bolas is about to get bounced. That is 100% what is about to happen. But we'll see. We will see. Dark Ritual resolves. Makes 3 mana. You can do it, Bolas. Don't get bounced. Don't get bounced. Oh, disallow. They're disallowed our trigger. No. The Fun Police. He even looks like the Fun Police. Oh. Oh, not your day. Teferi. How on earth does Teferi work with Bolas? They can exile a target creature phases out until end of turn. Oh, look at this effect. Oh, that looks beautiful. I love it. That looks great. Is that only while his ability is on the stack, or is that forever? Do they just get this cool-looking effect? If they just get this cool-looking effect, I want to play Teferi Master of Time. All right, it's only while that effect is on the stack. We can do several things. We're going to... I wonder why that popped up. I'm unsure. We're going to attack Teferi first. This starts with us attacking Teferi. They have to -3. And I believe when they -3, we're not going to be able to do anything else to it. So -3. And now we could Kolaghan's Command if we wanted. Which I think is what we're going to do. I think we want Teferi to go away. So we will target player discards a card, and we will deal 2 damage to target Teferi. Target player will be them. Target creature planeswalker will be Teferi. Kolaghan's Command is bring me the corpse of that Teferi guy. I'm tired of his shenanigans. And then we're going to draw 2 cards. I would like to draw 2 cards, please. All right, we're just keeping up on the removal. Didn't draw a land, notably. We're still a little bummed if they ever get rid of this Ornithopter of Paradise. They're playing Thassa, so now they're going to have Dragon Turtle triggers up. But if we draw a land, we're going to have a big old Planeswalker. Yeah, we'll take 3. That's fine. We could have blocked there with Solemn to draw a card. Maybe that would have been the correct play. Oh, they're going to tap our Ornithopter of Paradise. Oh, no. Well, yep, that is indeed tapped. Oh, we drew a tapped land. We drew a tapped land, friends. That's fine, though. We're going to play Chandra. We're going to uptick. Chandra, pretty good. Oh, no. We can't cast it because we don't have the mana. Get in there. We're going to all attack. They shouldn't have any hasters. And we're almost on the beatdown plan here. We'd really like to flip Bolas. We'd really like to play our big fun Chandra. But, yeah, we're just going to be a little beatdowny here. Why is this little circle still on him? He's not still exiled. We just attacked for 4. I wonder if that's just a visual glitch or if that's supposed to be there. I have no idea what that does. Conjure a random card. What? Conjure a random card from Tomb of Infinity's spellbook into your hand. It perpetually gains. You may spend mana as or mana of any color. So they just put a random card from Magic into their hand. Yeah. We could do that for funsies, but I don't think we're going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we still don't have enough mana. No, we do. We have enough mana. So we're going to attack with Bolas. I mean, I guess we're going to attack with both of them, right? Rawr. Rawr. Fog. They have fog. So we wouldn't have won the game. Wow. It's been a long time. Well, we got fogged. We're going to go to our turn. We're going to... Oh, wow. And fog must have been what they got from the spellbook. They just spellbooked us for the win. They just spellbooked us. Alright, what's in their graveyard? Meteor Golem. I would like 1 Meteor Golem, please. I would like a Meteor Golem. And I would like for this to stop happening. I would like for Dragon Turtle to go away. What's in our graveyard? Just that. Memory Deluge. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. So we have the win on the battlefield. No, we have 5, 6, 7. They don't know that we have 2 things that can't be countered and a giant 6-drop with haste in our hand. Uncounterable haste creature. So yeah, I don't believe there's anything that gets them out of this. I guess another fog. Another fog would be pretty good. They're looking for it. Did they hit fog? Did they hit fog, or is the game ended? Duress. Ah, now they know that we have brutal stuff. Wow, that little spellbook playing duresses, playing fog. That fog was sweet. Fog was very unexpected. Very unexpected fog. Let's see. What do they got? What do they got? What do you got, opponent? Looking at our hand. Yeah, there's really unfortunate. There's nothing they can take that doesn't resolve in them not dying if we want them to die. I would like to draw more cards, please. We did it. We flipped Bolas. We had Bolas Fun Times. We're going to play Temple. We will definitely take a Spark Double. Oh, wow. I wonder. Let's find out. I'm going to cast Spark Double and copy Nicol Bolas the Arisen. I would like to play that, please. I would like to auto-pay. That is fine. I would like to copy Nicol Bolas the Arisen. Oh my goodness, we just get a copy of Nicol Bolas the Arisen. We just get a copy. I would like to put a Teferi, Master of Time, onto the battlefield under my control. I would like to draw a card. Look at our battlefield. Look at our battlefield. This is crazy. I would like to discard that. I don't think we need that. I'm going to play a Thief of Sanity. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised they haven't conceded yet. They're letting us have our fun. They're letting us have our fun. Bolas Tribal. The Bolas twins. Best friends forever. The Bolas twins. Oh no. Oh no. Is this thing's casting cost 0? Oh no. No, no, no. Oh. Oh, what is happening? What has happened? Oh, that was sweet. They took our Bolas. Look at this. Their mono blue deck has a Bolas in play. They're going to kill Chandra before it ultimates. Oh. Oh, but they've seen enough. What a game. What a cool ending. What a cool ending that was. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. That was sweet. Sweet and unexpected. Now what do we got? Let's see what we've got. Get some gold. Play again. Keep it going. More Bolas. We want to see more of our Dragon God friend. More of our Dragon God friend, please. Oh, is this the same player? I don't think it is. I'm not familiar with the names. Oh, that must have been the same player. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, friend. Huh, I thought they'd fixed matchmaking so that didn't happen. Like, I know they fixed matchmaking because we no longer see Golos and all the other things that we used to see all the time when matchmaking and Brawl when things weren't fixed. So I thought that's interesting. That's another interesting thing about historic arena Magic, historic Brawl on Magic Arena is it has a power level matchmaking. So it's going to try to pair your commander with a similar power leveled commander. So if you're playing the tier 1 decks, Brawl, things of that nature, you should get paired with other people on Brawl and Golos. You shouldn't get paired with people playing monocolor fun stuff, which is what we do several times a stream, or we play a lot of Planeswalkers as our commanders. Something that you can't do in regular commander. Commander doesn't let you use a Planeswalker as your commander, and I think using a Planeswalker as your commander is like one of the coolest things you can do. So I really like doing that. Now we're waiting for our opponent. That's not great. Well, it says waiting for our opponent, so that means it found an opponent, right? But if it gets down to a minute, we might have to reset, or this might be another one of the videos where I have to attempt to do some editing. But if you're new to the channel, hello, thank you so much for viewing. And if you're a returning visitor, hello again, hello. Thank you so much for returning. My name's Elsewhere. I post a Magic video every day. I post a daily Magic video of me getting my daily Magic wins. Sometimes that's through Historic Brawl. Most of the times that's through Historic Brawl. I'm really enjoying Historic Brawl. I think Historic Brawl is the funnest thing you can do on a Magic internet client. Outside of having a group of 4 friends or 3 friends to play, yep, we got the draw. Outside of having a group of friends to play Commander in real life, or I know there's a community, and I follow them all on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, look at this community that all get together and play Commander on their webcams, but I don't have a webcam. And honestly, I think my computer is taxed enough with the mic and with streaming and with Arena running that I don't know if a webcam would be great. I mean, maybe, but it would be fun to play Commander on the internet with people. But if you're not able to play Commander in person, I think Commander here on a Magic Arena with Historic Brawl is the most fun you can have playing Magic. It's great. Ooh, look at this hand. We are so keeping this. Oh, man. Draw Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual on top. Look at our Lily. Look at our pretty Lily. The War of the Spark one was on cheap, or was on sale recently. We will keep this. This hand is fantastic. They're on mono red goblins, mono red Muxus. So they're going to be aggro-y as they start with a 1/1 haster. 1/1 haste. Whenever it becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to that thing. We're going to play a land that comes into play tapped since we don't have a 1-drop. Next turn we'll play a swamp and a arcane signet. And then the turn after that, we're going to play Bolas. Assuming they don't destroy our arcane signet. They definitely have lots of ways to do that. That's interesting. We'll play swamp, just like we wrote it up. Arcane signet. Next turn, 4 mana for Bolas. So then we're going to have 4 for Bolas, 5 for Ashiok, 6 for Liliana. So we got there. We're going to get there. We're going to do the cool things. This is a Goblin Lord. Wow, look at them go. Yeah, hitting us for 4. We're on the back foot. Like, they're dealing damage to us. This Bolas is going to need to do work. Is that change of plans worthy? I don't think it is. I think it's still just Bolas. But kill a thing, destroy that before. If they were going to cast Muxus next turn, we would be blowing up their mana rock. But they're not casting Muxus this turn. So we're just going to play our friend Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. And they discarded Siege Gang Commander. I wonder if that means they kept land in the hope that they draw lands off the top to play Muxus, or if they had something better. If they had something better than Siege Gang Commander, that's not good for us. They had Goblin Crater Maker, going to destroy target non-colorless permanent. So this can notably destroy our Arcane Signet. Wow, and look at all their creatures. They had, how many goblins came into play this turn? Only 3, so they can't and they don't have a mana up to do this little thing's deal damage ability. But they have gone wide. This has been a heck of a start. Ooh, they didn't attack with anything, and we drew super board wipe. Well, Well, I think I'm just on Ashiok, make a blocker. If they were at Muxus time, we'd be doing probably something different. But we're just gonna start spitting out 2/3s. 2/3s that exile stuff from then. We're not gonna attack because we're gonna be on blocking duty. And then next turn we can Chandra. Chandra -3 if we wanted to. Kill everything on their side. Yes, we have double red. So yes, it's probably Chandra time. Chandra -3. It's probably the not as fun play to just, lock them out of the game, basically. Not as fun maybe as playing Lily or as playing the other thing. So maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just play Lily. But the longer we wait, whoa. Ooh, they're getting aggressive. They're getting aggressive. All right, lots of attacks. Block here. Block here. And then Ashiok still takes 6. That's what we're going to do. All right, so they do not want us to have this Planeswalker. You exile a couple of lands from the top of their deck. That's great. We're keeping them off Muxus. Well, with this attack, all right, they're going to deal damage there. So yeah, we probably should have blocked another 2-mana creature. They're thinking about sacking Cratermaker to blow up our Arcane Signet. They decided not to. Oh, because they want to kill Bolas. But yeah, that was a bit of a beating. That was a bit of a beating. I think I'm going to play Chandra. Or not Chandra. I think I'm going to play Lily. Because I like to do fun things. Lily, make a thing. Oh, but now they have Snoop. So no, we need to kill Snoop. So yeah, unfortunately, Snoop could get them back into this game. So we just are going to destroy the board and not let them play Magic anymore. Not as fun. Bye, friends. Chandra, it's a goblin massacre. Let the goblins hit the floor. Let the goblins hit the floor. Let the goblins hit the floor. Bye, friends. Now they've got this thing that they can't cast. We're going to play Letter of Acceptance. We are going to... Oh, my goodness. Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. We would like a copy of Chandra, please. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, I believe we've reached we can kill whatever you play. The Chandra Twins. The Chandra Twins are here to play. And yes, we will now just be destroying anything that they play. Wow. That was brutal. That was crazy. All right, we've won 4 actual games of Magic. We're 4-0, and they have 4-0 with a couple of concessions thrown in there too. This has been a crazy, crazy run. I love this deck. I love Grixis Take Stuff. Grixis, Nicol Bolas the Ravager in Historic Brawl. I've thought about we could play this exact same deck and put Ravager in the 60 and then or in the 100 and then play Nicol Bolas Dragon God as the commander, so we would have a Planeswalker as our commander, and that might be something we do some other time. Man, well, this is at least this is not the player that conceded. This is not the player that conceded to us last time because that was like Marco or something like that. Oh, I think we're gonna have to mulligan. Are we? I think we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep, and we're gonna hope we draw a red land. If we draw a red land, we can Prismari command. They're on Thassa. We saw Thassa earlier. It's going to be mono blue flicker. Play our tap land first. If we hit red land, we can Prismari command. Oh no. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and play Valky. We're gonna get something onto the battlefield. We're gonna get a look at their hand. We get to take something. Unless they've got like Unsummons or Fading Hope. Feels like they've got something. What? Counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless the controller's pays 2. Well, we're taking Parishioners. Alright, apparently we are playing against Mill. Thassa Mill. Why? What does flickering this do? Because surely they have just a ton of them in their deck, right? Alright. Red mana. Red mana. Oh, no. Oh, we got greedy. We got greedy. I am the king of bad keeps. I am the emperor of bad mulligans. We got greedy and we got punished. We've got 3-drops. We have a 3-drop removal spell, and we have a 3-drop make a treasure, so we can keep casting stuff. Right now, nobody has any cards in their graveyard, not what their mill deck is going for. They have a Parishioners, so now we can't attack, so we might as well turn this into a Parishioners. Autopay. We will also have Parishioners. Yes. Well, oh no, deck. Oh no. Well, we talk about like some of the things that, one of the cool things about Historic Brawl, very much kind of like limited, you get to do a lot of things for the first time. I wonder if I'm the first person to ever take a Parishioners with Valky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You get to return Valky back to my hand, so I'm going to mill them. Take that, Jace. Take that, opponent. Milling Jawari Disruption, which notably is, counterspell against us right now. So that's good. Oh, no. We still didn't draw red mana. We cast Valky again. We have to look at their hand again. They literally have Unsummon in hand. We do know that already. We get to take a Parishioners. I suspect they're going to unsummon us. It's kind of my suspicion here. Then they just get to keep casting Parishioner. Wow. We have to discard a card. Well, we'll discard this 7-drop. 7-drop that we're not casting anytime soon. We can reanimate it with multiple things in the deck. Because, yeah, we would like to keep that. Alright, they're casting Thassa. Thassa, not a creature yet. Going to attack. We're going to take 1. Ooh, they're on Parishioners Petitioner's Beatdown. Yeah, we should have mulliganed when we only had 2 land. That's on us, particularly as there's a free mulligan. Oh, they get to flicker that. Holy cow. Holy cow, we are in trouble. So I guess if we draw red land, we're killing Baron and making a treasure. Oh. Well. I mean, I guess we're playing Valky again. Here comes Valky. Valky, this is a little bit of a trickster, Valky, like God of Lies. Like, he just keeps showing up. You just keep trying to tell him to go away, and he won't go away. He really wants to be here. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun flavor. I've kind of said that before. I like how, one of the cool things about Magic, when you're just getting into it, when you're just looking at it, like, I think one of the things that a lot of us remember about Magic is just seeing the art, just seeing you walk up to a table where people are playing Magic, you're just like, what is happening here? And look at the art on these cards. Look at how cool. The art tells a story itself. And when you have a battlefield full of these lands and artifacts and enchantments and creatures and planeswalkers, every board state kind of tells its own fantasy story. And maybe I'm just really fantasy minded to think like that, but that's how I think. I like how each board state tells its own story. So they're just going to keep flickering this Baron and keep making us and keep returning Valky to our hand. 3rd time's the charm. All right, Valky back to hand. Yikes. Oh, we'll cast Valky. Oh, they've got counterspells now. All right, Valky gets counterspelled. We can probably call this a day there, right? Well, Valky didn't get counterspelled. we can still probably call this a day. I don't know what we're thinking we're going to do against their handful of counter spells and draw cards. And we'll discard another big old expensive thing that we can't cast. I'm playing with the pass button just to see if I can figure out where it wants me to click it. Looks like it wants me to click it down here. They cast... Oh, they cast Jace. Oh, they're going to make us mill 2 cards. Land. Yep, land. Oh, brutal. Not as cool as our Chandra, double Bolas stuff. What do we even do now if we get Prismari Command? We kill Baron, we make a treasure. But yeah, they're beating us down enough now. We can scoop. We'll move on. All right, my terrible mulliganing decisions definitely cost us that game. Defeat. Womp womp. It happens. That's, it's 2 outcomes in Magic. You can either win the game or lose the game. That's going to happen. No big deal. When you're not having fun with that game, you just concede and move on. We would like to find some fun, though. Let's try again. Get all our gold. Get all our daily gold. One more time. Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. He's coming to do dragon things. that kind of fizzled out. Didn't have a particular song I was humming along for it. All right, let's see what we get. Yorion. We're going to play against blue-white Flicker this time. Lots of Flicker happening today. Lots of Flicker. I love Yorion. Yorion's one of my favorite cards ever printed. Well, I mean, I would love to keep this and play this on turn 3 and do all these other things, but we just saw how that turned out last game, so... Oh, man. This is much worse than our last hand. But I don't want to go to 6. Much worse than our last hand. And we have to draw 2 lands, so yeah, actually, we're going to go to 6. Alright, this is the best hand that we've had, so we're going to keep this one. We'll put the most expensive spell back, that being Ugin, one of the best cards in Historic Brawl, but got to get rid of it. We're going to play Ridge first, since we don't have guaranteed 3 lands. That way we can play Mind Stone on 2. If we draw a land, we have turn 3 Bolas. We did draw a land. Unfortunately, it's coming to play tapped land, so I think it's more important to get the Mind Stoned out now. They could have Spell Pierce. They don't have Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would have been brutal for us there. All right, they're on Yorion, 4/5. They don't have to pay 3 to put it into their hand because it's their literal commander. They're playing Yorion as intended. Yorion as intended. We drew land. That was very good because now we get to play our 4-drop. We get to play the Ravager. We get to make them discard a card, and now we have just something on the board. They've only got 2 land in play. Currently, we have made them discard a card, and we're going to be swinging for 4 in the air. Discarding Mind Stone, so they are not having land issues. And luckily, we did draw out of our land issues this game. We can't be too salty or too angry about that. All right, that's fine. They can have their little 3/2 guy all day long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to play the tap land because we can't cast anything anyway. We're going to gain a life. We're going to attack. I think as fun as hard cast Shark Typhoons are, well, Shark Typhoon can't be countered. That's, one of those not written on it text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 in hand. Yeah, I think I lied. I think take back what I said. I think we're hard casting this Shark Typhoon next turn. It'll get countered potentially. That's fine. Oh, it's not going to get countered because they're playing Thassa. We're going to have a hard cast Shark Typhoon. Oh, I love a hard cast Shark Typhoon. All right, they're going to start building the board. That's fine because we're going to have Chandra Awakened Inferno whenever we want. Chandra Awakened Inferno cannot be countered. Nicol Bolas the Ravager and Shark Typhoon. Best friends. Best friends forever. Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, and Shark Typhoon. All right, they are making a lot of these clones. Alaros, the Theros version of one of the Roman gods, one of the Greek gods. Oh no! Oh, brutal! Elspeth conquers death. It flickered Bolas. Does it have to hit a creature? Exile target permanent. I would have hit Shark Typhoon. Because they can't flicker that with Thassa. They can flicker it with Yorion. Okay. They're going to flicker it with Yorion is their plan. Which is pretty brutal, to be honest. Well, we're going to hardcast this. Play this. Enters tapped. I would like to deal 3 damage to everything, please. So we'll get that board of creatures out. We still have a 6/6 flying, so they can cast that Yorion, and they could hit, Chandra or Shark Typhoon, whichever they prefer. Yep, and that's what they're gonna do. So curious to see what they hit here, and do they flicker Yorion? They do flicker, or at least they have the Yorion flicker on the stack. Which means they get to flicker Elspeth's Nightmare again. Wow, that would have been really... Well, would that have even been good? We're going to attack for 6 here. Notably, we're going to cast this for 6 to get another Shark Typhoon token. Because Elspeth's Nightmare, notably... Dang, I was hoping we were going to get a 6/6 since it costs 6. But nope. So they can hit Shark Typhoon, but they notably can't hit these Shark tokens with Nightmare. They're going to keep making our stuff cost 2 more, which is very painful. Oh no, well, Teferi can hit our tokens. Wow. Wow, they drew well. They, wow, their Yorion deck has looked sweet. We're going to need to build that sometime. We want to be the Yorion player. Oh, and we can't... Now we've got a baby shark, just a 4/4, that can't get through their stuff. So we need to draw something to kill Yorion. We need to draw something that stops this flickering madness. We did not draw something that stops the flickering madness. We could make them discard a card. Is that our best play? I think it is. Which isn't a particularly good play. And there's no reason to attack. Well, we get to keep making them discard a card. I'm not sure if that's enough. Not sure if making them discard is enough. Doesn't feel like making them discard is going to be enough. We can keep casting Bolas, and they keep having a target. Said what we really... Oh, Portable Hole to hit our shark. And they've got active Teferi up. Wow. Yorion, Thassa, Elspeth, Conquers Death has destroyed us. Because we could get an 8/8 hexproof token, which I guess is what we're going to do. If we get a turn, drawing cards. 8/8 hexproof token. Maybe we should have played that last turn so we'd already have it in play. Because it only has to swing once. I mean, but they've got blockers for days. They've got Castle to make blockers. Yorion gets to attack and then flicker back in and come back untapped. Oh, they get to exile our mana rocks, so we can't even cast this. We need to kill Yorion. What we really need to do is draw something that kills Yorion. All right. I mean, yeah, that's where we're going to start. We'll just... Oh, but Yorion just goes back to their command zone. Well, that's what we have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we don't have enough mana to cast anything, which is brutal. And yeah, and they just recast this on their next turn and keep flickering stuff. Yeah, we'll concede. The game is ended. Yikes. Yikes. Thassa, Yorion, Teferi. Well, I thought our hand was good. But they had all the fun. Had they had more fun than we did. We got them to 8. We had a hard cast Shark Typhoon. We had Shark Typhoon and Bolas the Ravager that game. Now we have been just demolished these last 2 games. We were on a 4-0 streak, like 5-0 or 6-0 with like the couple of quick concessions that we'd had. But now we are 4-2 on the day. But let's get another one in. Let's get another one in where we do some crazy stuff. If you're just tuning in or are visiting my channel for the first time, hello. My name's Elsewhere. I play Magic. It's fun. I try to play a lot of really fun Magic. So I'm trying to do big, cool, crazy things. We're not, hyper competitive here. We have to mulligan again. It's our 3rd game where we've mulliganed. We're going to keep this. Unfortunately, we don't have like a thing that we're ramping into in hand, but we've got a card on the side that we're building to. We'll play the Swamp, because I'm not sure what I want these other ones to be. And we're up against uncounterable Chandra Awakened Inferno. We're up against Big Red. We talked about how we might build a Big Red with Teferi, or not with Teferi, with a Tali at the top end. They're on Big Red with Chandra at the top end. Let's see if Ornithopter of Paradise lives. It does. Great news. We'll play Bolas on 3 if it's still around. But yes, my name's Elsewhere. I make Magic videos every day. If you enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me as a baby YouTuber get those, help the algorithm. So that would be very kind of you. All right, Ornithopter lives. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning. Hello and welcome. We need to play... I'm going to play this on red. No, I'm going to play this on blue. This on blue. We'll play Ravager. Make them discard a card. We'd really like to draw a 5-drop. They discarded Bonder's Cave. Huh. So yeah, they're going to be Big Red. We will read this card. That's what we're going to do. So Boast costs 5. So we'll take that damage. We'll take 2. That's fine. Maybe turns on Light Up the Stage is what you'd be worried for in a competitive setting. But here, I'm not super worried about it. Chandra's Regulator. So they get to discard a mountain card or a red card to draw a card. That was a good draw. We will play this on red. I would like to deal 2 damage to their creature and destroy their artifact. 2 damage to their creature, destroy an artifact. That was pretty brutal. That was a pretty brutal draw. No. We'll make white mana. We'll make any color of mana. Any color of mana. Not sure why that does that. Not sure why we're having an issue with clicking. Bye, friend. Yeah, we had a pretty brutal start. We were ramping up to bigger things. Destroying their card advantage was probably enough to send them packing. All right, well, we did kind of fun things there. Went pretty fast. Let's try again. Let's see if we can do some even funner stuff. What do we get? Decisive Denial. I think Decisive Denial is a really cool card that should see more play. I don't think Decisive Denial sees enough play in Standard, particularly. Maybe Historic, too. Like, I think the Merfolk deck maybe plays 1 or 2 of it, or maybe they switched out for the other fight card. But yeah, we're going to play another one. Oh, my goodness. It's more Thassa. It's more Mono Blue Flicker. Wow. Today is Mono Blue Flicker Day. We missed the memo. All right, this time we have turn 2. What do we have on turn 2? We don't have turn 2 Sign in Blood. I'm going to keep on the assumption that we're going to draw black mana. I'm going to play the Sulphur Falls first, since it comes into play tapped. It would come into play untapped at the mountain, but I think that's fine. Are they on Parishioners? No, they're on some card with beautiful art. Scry 2, choose a card name. When you cast a spell with the chosen name for the first time this turn, draw 2 cards. Huh. We drew land. That's great news. I'm going to turn to Cold Steel Heart. I would like to have a Cold Steel Heart in play, please. I would like it to be on black. And then next turn, we can Ravager. I guess we're going to see what they choose. They choose Thassa. That's odd, because they can't cast Thassa this turn. They're putting an Alrun's Epiphany away. I would like them to discard a card, please. Alright, well, we cast Ravager. Look at his little Nicol Bolas comes into play, says hi. We haven't said hi to our dragon today. Hello, little dragon friend. How are you doing? You're doing good. You're always doing good. Oh, okay. So that always triggers. That's not until end of turn. That's... okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're going to attack. I would like to get 4 damage in. Thassa notably not Yorion. Only going to flicker creatures. So they need to draw something to flicker with Thassa. Or play something to flicker with Thassa. We are going to play Loth and make some 2/1s. I would like to have 2/2/1 reach spiders, please. Loth and Nicol Bolas. New best friends. Best friend with other things over. New best friend is Loth, the Spider Queen. They've got 5 mana. They've got their commander in play. They've got what we're assuming is an Alrun's Epiphany. All right, they're going to do that. Oh, they've seen enough. They've seen enough. That's fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough, friend. We had a pretty good start there. All right, now we're 6-2, 7-2, something like that. With also some concessions in there. Yeah, if there is a thing about Historic Brawl that, and there's nothing they can do about it, like that's just how it's going to be, but I would like less concessions. I would like to see less people conceding as often as they do, and there's not really much you can do about that. I would love to get to do my big fun stuff, but they'd like to get to do their big fun stuff too. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is a good one to end the day on. We're going to play Nicol Bolas the Ravager versus Nicol Bolas the Ravager. We're going to keep this and pray. Everyone, prayer circle for 1 land. 1 land. 1 untapped land, please. Because we're going to turn 2 Arcane Signet. We're going to turn 4, maybe a Planeswalker. Turn 4 might be Chandra. That's not a land. That's not a land. All right, we've got turn 2 Arcane Signet. That's our best turn 2. Or Dark Ritual off the top. Land or Dark Ritual. We did get a Dark Ritual earlier and get to do fun stuff with it. What are they going to do? I think they disallowed it. Went, no! Oh, that's so brutal. Oh, not as brutal as last time because we have a play and it didn't get destroyed. Like, we'll see if this Thief of Sanity lives. But wow, not having our turn 3 land, they've got all of their colors. They're good to go. If they Prismari command or something to destroy our Arcane Signet, we are in trouble. All right, they didn't. But we still didn't draw land. And I don't believe we can steal land with Thief of Sanity. You may look, and yeah, it's only cast. We may cast those cards. Well, if we can't have lands, nobody can. We will blow up their black mana. Stone Rain. Thief of Sanity stealing Stone Rain. Keeping them off mana. Oh, no. Oh, friend. Friendo. Oh, I thought that was going to be the game where we were going to get to see cool stuff. You had Stone Rain in your deck. Don't concede to Stone Rain. You brought it to the table. Well, we're gonna go again. We're gonna play again. We're hunting for a matchup that the opponent doesn't concede on. That is what we are trying to play. Let's see if we can find one. All right. Once more into the abyss. Right? Something like that. Once more into the abyss, once more into the black, once more into the dark. Something of those nature. Let's see what we can get. We're entering match. We're waiting for opponent. We are going to be playing Thassia. Is it going to be mono blue flicker again? It's not mono blue flicker. That's the blue dragon from D&D. It has 3 land in it. It has 3 land, Tails End. I don't think we can keep it because we know they're on counter spells. They're going to be on mono blue control. I think we want a better start than this. Hammer Free Mulligan. This is much better. We'll keep this. This is a very good hand. This is a very good hand of Magic the Gathering cards. So yes, they're on Desert Doom. 5/5 flying, has ward 4 as long as it's untapped. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If you have fewer than 3 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So they're going to be drawing a lot of cards. We're going to keep that. We need ways to remove Desert Doom once it's tapped and attacking. So that is an instant spell that removes Desert Doom when it's tapped because it will no longer have ward 4. Because that's only when it's untapped. Unless they give it Vigilance, which I don't think they can do in mono blue. If they were some sort of blue-white deck, that'd be a much bigger fear. But in a mono blue deck, I don't think that's something that we need to be worried about. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Did they keep a 1-lander? Are they worried? They're thinking about things. All right, so they didn't keep a 1-lander. They must have multiple 2-drops, or maybe they're keeping up a counterspell. Keeping up Wari Disruption is going to be brutal. Brutal. Because we are going to play a Cold Steel Heart on blue. Otherwise, we don't have blue mana. And yeah, it feels like we're about to get our Mana Rock counterspelled. We do have another Mana Rock to play. So maybe the argument is we should have played Mind Stone first since it makes colorless. Oh, they're letting it resolve. They're letting it resolve, which is good. Fixes our mana. They might have Brazen Borrower. They might have some sort of bounce spell that, serves as a version of a counterspell. Almost a Remand type effect. Or a Unsubstantiate. Well, they're looking at it. Yep, into the Royal. They are going to bounce it back to our hand. Alright, that's fine. That's how it works. That's how Magic goes. Back to our hand goes Cold Steel Heart. What are they going to do? They're going to play land that gives them a scry. So what are we going to play next turn? I think now, what does Brawl do? It's been a while. Instants and sorceries cost 1 less to cast. Whenever ability control counters a spell, you may draw a card. Wow. So, yep, we're going to play a land because their stuff costs 1 less now. So we'll play Haunted Ridge because it comes into play untapped. We're going to play Mind Stone because it comes into play untapped. And then we can play Cold Steel Heart off of Mind Stone, assuming it resolves. Feels like they still had something there. You know what? Let's kill Brawl. Change of plans. Should have played Cold Steel Heart again. But yeah, we need to try to make Brawl go away. That's probably what we should have led on. I guess if that's what we'd led on, we'd have the same thing in board, but we would have the Cold Steel Heart in play instead, naming blue, which would be good. But yeah, we want Brawl to go away. Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse is going to go away. They get to draw a card and discard a card. That is very powerful. Now they know that we have Memory Lapse we have a Kill Spell on top of our deck, though. They cast a 4/5, or they discarded a 4/5 flash flying spells with mana value 5 or greater, cost 1 less cast and can't be countered. That's a big boy. That's a big elemental giant. The Sudden Storm. They've got 4 mana up. We're going to play Dragon Summit. We are going to attempt to kill Brawl again. We need Brawl to not happen. Destroy target creature. I would like to destroy Brawl, please. All right. Brawl is destroyed. Now we're going to play... Oh, we don't have blue mana. I was like, why can't we play our friend? Because we don't have blue mana. Now we have blue mana. So had we sequenced differently a turn or two ago, we could have cast Niv Mizzet on this turn instead of what would have been Mind Stone still in our hand. But, alright, now we're going to see what they have. How much is this going to cost still? Alright, they're playing their Planeswalker, their commander. So what do we play on their commander? Do we just hold up Contempt? But if they have Counterspell, holding up Contempt is just awful. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana, which means we can play... Oh, we don't have double blue, though. we don't have double blue, and we can't Vraska's Contempt it now because it's big and scary. So I think that means we play Thief of Insanity, hold up Vraska's Contempt. Let's do that. Let's take a look at how much this thing... So there's only 2 in their graveyard currently? Is that what that's saying? Yes, there's only 2 currently in their graveyard, which means that they have to pay 6 currently, which if they play land, they will have 6, which means we cannot block Terramander. But that would be tapping out, which would be just super. If they attack, we are going to attempt to Vraska's Contempt Desert Doom. Desert Doom, notably, how does it draw a card work? When it deals combat damage to a player. So it has to deal combat damage to me. So we could block. If we block, they don't get to draw cards up to 3. But they're at 3 cards in hand, so they would need to do something at instant speed. And if we blocked Terramander, they wouldn't get to do anything at instant speed. Lots of questions. Lots of questions. I think we might be trading Terramander. Or Terramander, it won't even be a trade. Oh, well now... Oh, no, they can. I was going to say now they can't do Terramander, but that's... adds a mana. They get to draw a whole bunch of cards. That was a very good draw. Brainstorm and Memory Lapse. Banned historic cards coming for us in Historic Brawl. What are they going to do? They've got a lot of... Oh, did they already make their choices? Oh, we don't get to see. It's not to the graveyard, but they have 2 cards in hand now. Are they going to bounce? Wow. Wow. And now Vraska's Contempt can't hit Desert Doom. Because we don't have the mana. We can float the mana, but... Wow. Well, that's going to resolve. That is brutal. Curiosity on Desert Doom. Holy cow. So they're going to get to draw 3 cards off of their commander. We are going to get to exile it and send it back to the command zone. But wow. And I assume they stack this to where they get to draw 4 cards. That was brutal. What an amazing brainstorm. Well, we're starting here. It's certainly where we have to start. Got to make that guy go away. And get rid of Curiosity. And we'll play this on blue since we still don't have blue mana. This is our only blue mana. Foo boy. Foo boy. We thought we'd play one more game for the fun times, and I'm not sure if we're having the fun times. Not sure. Oh my goodness. They get to draw infinite cards. They don't have a maximum hand size anymore. Oh. Well. I think we start with Mind Stone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we have 6. And having 6, I think, means we play Loth. Make some blockers. Make some blockers. We can block Terramander once. Try to keep Loth going. They could play their commander, but that would be all they would be doing for the turn if they slam their commander. So that's, not the worst thing that could happen. They have so many more cards in hand than us. So this feels like they're going to just activate Terramander. Terramander costing much less now. But yep, that's fine. Loth is here for blocking purposes. Are you a Dragon Terramander? You are not. You are a Drake. I was going to say, that would have been sweet if we could have... Ooh, and they've got Storm Tamer. Well, on the one hand, that's a very good draw. On the other hand, it's like, I can't imagine a world where that isn't going to get counterspelled, right? They have so much mana up. I'm not sure what I want to play in a world where they're going to have so many counterspells. We're going to see what we draw. We draw Mountain. We're going to play Mountain. I think this is a Ravager turn. Is this a Ravager turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no, 9 mana means we get to play Thief of Sanity into Lily. 6. Yes, so we can play both of these cards. So there is a pause there. So they did have a counter spell. They might have Jawari's Disruption, which means this is going to get countered. Surely Lily's getting countered, but we got to try to cast Lily. More card draw. Try to get us back into this game. Make some zombies. We're not going to make us both sack our things. I like my Thief of Sanity. I would love to get in a hit with Thief of Sanity. Divide by 0. Goes back to our hand. They get to learn. I don't believe you can learn. Oh, learn also lets you filter. I completely forgot that learn also did a draw card, discard a card effect. I'm not sure if it's... And they discarded Cold Steel Heart because they don't need any more land. I'm so curious. How is land learn worded? Discard a card to draw cards. They had to discard first. All right, they're up to 7, 8, and they're at 9 mana. They're going to draw 3 cards and discard a card. They discarded land. Makes total sense. Very powerful spell. I wonder if we should be playing that. So they're looking for something to do now. We will again block with... All right, you just got there. Well, I would like to draw a card and lose a life. We drew blue mana. That's very good news. They already know that we have Lily, so we're going to start with Lily. We can Lily and Bolas here, so that's good news. We get to play 2 spells. And we're still drawing cards with Loth. Loth has been very powerful. We can't attack with Thief of Sanity. That's a bummer here. No Thief of Sanity attacks. They're thinking about it. Are they going to let us have a Lily? Are we going to start upticking this Lily? Double Planeswalker friends? So nope. Actual factual counterspell. Lily going away. See if they've got second counterspell. They've had first counterspell, but what about second counterspell? In their... Ooh, alright. Second counterspell didn't show up. We get to make them discard a card. They discard a land because they have, infinity lands. They have the Infinity Gauntlet of lands. Alright, we're going to play Ravager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 4 in hand still. 10 mana. So mass steal all of your cards is certainly on the table here. They've drawn 13 more cards than us. All right, they tapped out. And with all their cards in hand, their commander is no longer particularly scary. I say, and then he makes me, just completely obliterates me. We can flip Bolas here. Because they're tapped out. We get to have some fun. We get to, we get to do fun things. What are we going to do as our fun things? We'll play Fabled Passage.